It's a whole hour.
It's a whole hour.
You'll be surprised.
That's how much fun it is here. And we've got this guy here. He keeps showing up. I don't remember. You're
Where?
that guy.
Who
you
is?
are you're Patrick
Hi,
Reynolds.
I'm Patrick.
You're hosting this show.
I'm a host of the BCP Radio Hour, and
If only you knew who I was.
who's this?
You don't know.
I do too. It's
I
my
saw her someplace once.
yeah,
I did.
yeah. This is my lovely co-host Gabrielle Reynolds.
See, that's who it is.
The lovely and
we got it
talented.
Figured out. It's not really that hard, but yeah.
It feels.
Go on with the lovely and talented.
Yes, very lovely and talented. It feels like it's just too early on a Saturday morning to think correctly.
It is. It's far too early. We're
Okay.
not doing any thinking. I've got a little coffee in here.
Right,
but
that's
it's-
coffee.
it's
Coffee?
As Andrea pointed out, it's not gin. And,
Bourbon.
It might be coffee flavored.
should be bourbon. That's a good wake
I like
up.
bourbon.
That's a good wake up drink. We have guests in the studio
Well,
today.
really?
How rare.
Do tell.
Yes, I will. I'm going to tell you about that guy over there.
This guy.
Yes, he's wearing his signature Harley Davidson gear.
Yes.
And he's got his hair down to, not quite to his waist.
Not
And
quite.
A little.
he's our resident madman here, Chris Jones.
Chris Jones, hi, welcome,
Hey.
madman.
And far opposite him in every way is the lovely and talented and beautiful and delightful Gracious.
Gracious.
Yes,
Andrea Lynn.
Andrea Lynn. So,
Good morning.
Good
morning.
morning. So we have Andrea, who is an incredible singer and this season actor,
Yes.
and
Chris, who is not an incredible singer.
not a singer, but now stage manager of Tutti. Everything.
Everything.
That's
Wow.
Everything.
that's a big.
That's a
big,
lot of
big,
stages
big
to
job.
manage.
So
especially when it's all on one stage.
Yes.
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 just rotate. We should have a rotating stage next season.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Let's build a building.
Yeah, let's
build
do
a
that. Let's
building.
build a building
I like
first.
that
That's a
idea.
great
That's
idea.
right.
Well, we do have things going on. This week is we're doing a second audition pass at getting folks in for the Tin Woman. We need a couple more actors in there.
I wish I
And
could do it. Sorry.
I know.
I wish you could do it too.
I
'cause
wish you
you'd be-
could do it.
But you were already snapped up in another fabulous
know.
production.
You know, you don't-
Literally. Snapped up.
You don't.
Yes.
You don't have to sing in Tin Woman. So if you just did that,
Yeah, but the problem is I'm not here.
Ah.
For
Look
the-
here to me.
Yeah, where are you
Well,
then?
I'm going to be out into the States for a few weeks.
a
Oh,
little
lucky
closer
you.
to the mic if you're going to
Little
talk so
closer.
quietly.
right.
She's just a very nice, demure person, and
Yes.
she speaks quietly. Not like me. I could be across the room. And
We
say,
should have her sing everything that way.
Then I wouldn't need this.
That's
There you
right.
go. There you go. That's the way to do it. So yeah, Tin Woman auditions, and we do want one more singer to come and help us out with Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes.
Our cast is
Please.
complete now for the Panamanian production. Wait till I tell you about how that one's going. It's no longer super secret. It has been. And
It
I
has
think
been.
it's ready to.
I don't know about this one.
No,
Oh,
it's,
boy.
it's oh my gosh.
It's a proven hit, for
Yeah,
one thing.
they're in auditions. They're in
Rehearsals.
this afternoon, so we're going to pop in on them. Yeah, that'll be fun.
Oh.
It's a play that has been. Antonio Singh, the producer, has brought it to Boquete in the past, but with no notification. Nobody was notified that this play was
No
appearing.
advertising, no.
Nothing.
And-
And he still filled the house
Yeah,
for 2 performances.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
It's
That
a
sounds
Can you
pretty
say the name?
Sí.
Can you? Okay,
Yes,
because I cannot.
can. Let's see. Divorciadas, evangélicas y vegetarianas. So divorcees,
Uh-huh.
evangelicals, and vegetarians.
That's quite
So,
a combination.
It is
Okay.
quite a combination. I think you can tell from that. It's a beautiful script by Gustavo Ott. And it is it's a comedy, obviously, the interaction of these 3 women, each of whom have a very different agenda as a divorcee, an evangelical, and a vegetarian. So, yeah, it is in Espanol, but we're going to be talking with them today about making part of it in Inglés. So we'll have English so that those of us who are not funny. Now, Phil Bennett, our noble leader, who has seen this show when
Yeah.
it was done here before, said you don't even have to speak Spanish to be really enthralled by it and laugh at a lot of it. It's a very funny show. So
All right.
that's
great.
what I know. That's what I can tell you. Share that information with your friends.
Tell your friends.
Say, friends, there's a show coming up.
Thank you.
And
There
when
we-
is this show?
This show begins September 8, I believe. 8, 9,
8
and
and
10.
9?
8, 9, and 10.
Oh, and 10. Because there's a matinee on that one, too. huh?
Yeah, there is.
All right.
Right now, there's a matinee on that one. So, especially tell your Panamanian friends. This is they're gonna love having a show in Espanol, and learn where we are and what we're doing.
And you don't have to drive out of town to see it.
Exactly. We're just in
Or
our
take the
little
bus or
theater,
anything.
right up at the Rock Restaurant. Yay!
I have a question for you. The auditions you were talking about earlier, when and where are those going to be?
It's almost like you've done this before.
Well, I
Wow.
practice at home in front of a
Okay.
It's kind
airbrush.
of like a little chop there, right?
A little.
A little.
Somewhat like that. We're going to have auditions once more in the Feria, in the Salon Arco Iris, the Rainbow Room of the Feria building.
Same
on
place?
Tuesday. Yeah, same place that the Tuesday market, the BCP Tuesday market takes place in that room.
Oh, yeah.
On Tuesday mornings, come on down. There's all kinds of good stuff now in there.
Yeah.
And then Tuesday afternoon, we'll turn it into a makeshift theater for auditioning. So that should be a lot of fun. No singing necessary.
And that happens about 2 o'clock?
About 2-ish, I should think.
Okay, cool.
Weather permitting.
Yes.
So, yeah, that'll be actually weather.
Whether or not.
Regardless,
Yeah,
whether or not.
Whether or not there's weather.
Exactly. That's
must-
the truth.
You must audition much louder if it's raining.
It's
but
true.
That's okay,
It
right?
works. It still works. We can hear you. Yeah. So that'll be great. And come on down and do that. We've got some new people showing up, and some of the old people that we are already working with going to read with the new people. So that'll be fun.
We'd like some young people too, right?
Yes, we would.
Young is a
Yes.
Old people are
great
good, but-
idea.
Yes.
Young is
Hoven.
great, yes.
We have
See.
some Hovens.
That would be
Oh,
good.
nice.
We could,
Yeah.
but like I said in the second audition notice, this is
Can I have a
Boquete.
sip of your bourbon?
Even though the notice may call for somebody in their 20s, this is Boquete. You know, we accept all ages, all genders, all, you know.
Yes. We age bend, we gender bend, we,
Yes,
you know,
we do all of
anything that makes the show go on.
Yeah, so if you're, you know, an old,
We also bend
80
an elbow, right?
Yeah, well, yeah.
not at the audition as much, but right after.
okay.
Right after, yes. So, yeah. And speaking of bending elbows, what else have we got coming up on Saturday next week?
Saturday the 29th
Yes.
at 5 o'clock
Yes.
at the Tap Out?
Wow.
Yes.
Bending
What is
of
it?
elbows, right? Yeah.
You get to hear me sing.
Yay! We are having an event all around Andrea singing.
Not just me.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Andrea,
There'll be other singers too.
There will
Okay.
be others. It's just exciting.
Okay.
it is exciting. It really is. You guys are working on a number. I heard Tal.
Yes.
Pam walked in on a rehearsal of you with Michael Halpern talking.
Yes.
Is that a secret or can we?
No, it's not a secret.
It sounds amazing.
We are going to be having so much fun. Ever since I went and saw Cafe con Leche, I've always wanted to sing this song with Michael.
Oh,
and
great.
I get to do it. I'm so
Yay!
I won't dance. Don't ask me. I think that's just going to be
Oh, what a great
lot
song.
of fun.
I love it.
A lot of fun.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to that one. Plus, you've got some other tunes up
I
your
do.
sleeve
I
there.
do.
All right.
So the
cool.
gig is it's the karaoke fundraiser
Yeah.
for BCP. We got to get some money in for this season, guys. So show up, come on Saturday, have a ball. You can pay to sing. You can pay to hear real people sing, like Andrea.
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 We can pronounce it correctly eventually. I figured by the end of the season,
Right.
I'll be pronouncing it correctly. So that'll be fun. Yeah, and real singers, and also people
And
who
Real
can't sing.
dancers,
Real dancers for sure.
real musicians.
Yeah.
Real
We have a lot
musicians.
of real things going on
We
there.
do.
But it's all going to be fun.
It is all fun.
Fun.
Also, we're selling a lot of items that were made or donated
Merch.
by
How
people.
about that?
Merch, yeah.
Well, we've got
baby.
this auction thing going on.
Oh, yeah.
So that's going to be fun. Now, Andrea is working on merch for Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes.
That's that. I don't know if
Oh.
you're going to have that ready for Saturday.
I have one ready for Saturday.
Oh, okay.
Huzzah.
It takes a while to get these done.
Yeah.
They're all handmade out of polymer clay, and
Ooh.
it's going to take me a bit to do it. So I don't know how much I'll have by the time
Okay.
the show goes, but
All right.
I'll have. I was going to bring it today, but of course I forgot it.
Yeah. Well, that's the
But-
camera, and it's not a very large piece, right? It's
it's like in my hand
yeah,
here.
like
Uh-huh.
2 inches by 2 inches ish.
Yeah, 2
but
inch
it's
by
beautiful.
1.5 maybe.
For those people who would feel happier if they had just a little bit of Audrey 2
Mhm.
to wear on their person.
That's right.
Not the voracious kind. What's that called? What's that word?
Voracious kind?
Voracious, that- yeah. Yeah.
Voracious.
Or hungry.
Or hungry.
Well, I could make one of those.
Ah,
Voracious.
Put little teeth on it, you know.
yummy.
Yeah, I won something similar to that at the Volunteer Appreciation
Uh-huh.
Day.
Yeah,
You
you
did.
did.
A round thingy
You
made out
did.
of polymer and
You
stuff.
did.
Quite cute. It was
Uh,
very cute.
it's a little
were very,
ring bowl.
oh,
Put
yes.
your rings
I
in
can
if
Myra
you have any.
rings in,
Cleveland
but oh no,
made
I
that.
don't wear any rings.
Hi, Myra.
I can keep my Harley key in there though.
Okay, now we're going to do that again and say thank you to Myra Cleveland
That's
for
right.
donating that as our door prize for the volunteer appreciation last Saturday that our beloved Chris Jones won, which was really fun.
No, what do you know?
A beautiful clay polymer.
It was a little bowl, a little ring bowl.
Yeah.
or-
Yeah,
or a pill bowl.
ring
It
bowl.
was
Yeah.
really cute.
Yeah, you can
It
put.
is still really cute.
It is. It's nice. It's got little feet on the bottom.
That's
So
right.
you-
I got it right by my bed on my bedside table.
See,
Ah,
there
see.
you
True
go.
story. I'm not lying.
You
Hey,
can put
I
earrings
believe
in
you.
it when you go to sleep at night. You can put your earrings in there.
Yeah.
No, I wear
No.
my earrings.
Ah,
24/7.
Pretty much.
Same here.
Learning a lot about you.
It's too
boys.
much
Me
hassle to
without
take them
earrings.
out.
Yeah.
I make them and I don't have
Oh,
any.
but you're
That's
the
pretty
one
bad.
without.
That's pretty crazy. Now we got to have more earrings for
I
sale
know.
at the silent
Make
auction.
earrings.
But you know what else we have at the silent auction? We've got a lot of art. We've got so many artists in Boquete and surrounds.
Beautiful.
Yeah, we've got some amazing donations coming in, so that's going to be a lot of fun. And this is my favorite part. I hope this isn't too sexist for
She
you.
smiles bigly.
Yeah, I love this because instead of just leaving all of our stuff sitting on a table innocuous where people may or may not wander in and put in a bid, we're going to have beautiful women parading this stuff around the crowd and showing off what it is that we have to auction.
Mhm.
So I think that's going to be fun. I'm
Might be
looking
worth
at
it to go just for that.
I know the beautiful women in gowns. I'm
Yeah,
looking at one of
yeah.
them. She's gonna be
Yeah.
Vanna
Gonna
White.
be Vanna.
She's gonna be right there in the crowd. It's gonna be so fun.
Mhm.
I think it'll be fun.
Yeah.
So karaoke, auction, it's gonna be a good time.
And there's gonna be-
It's kind
performances.
of like Vandria.
Vendria. Vondria.
Vondria.
You get the
Tried to combine. Yeah.
Good try though.
It's
Uh,
really zen, isn't it?
It's gonna be there. You go. See, who says you can't improvise? Oh, there's also gonna be a delicious discount food item, special.
Oh
food
my
item.
gosh, that's gonna be good.
And get this, $15 bottomless drink.
Oh no, that's crazy.
It's crazy. Yes.
Serious?
Serious.
Serious.
So you just
Oh, I might have to show up just for that.
You can have as
And the
much.
beautiful ladies.
yes.
And the beautiful ladies. There's
And what is the date?
That's gonna be next Saturday, the 29th
yay!
of July,
And it starts at 5.
5:00
At Tap Out.
at Tap Out.
It's
Yeah.
going to be really fun. I think it's going to
Yeah.
be great fun. So we have to make it crazy fun. But the Johnsons will be there, so that kind of indicates crazy fun.
Crazy
right there.
fun. Yeah.
The Johnsons will definitely liven up the show.
Oh
Yes.
yeah.
There's no question.
There's no question about
question.
that.
They're like
They
instant.
got moves, baby.
That's
Yeah,
for
they do.
true.
They're an instant party. Just add music.
Yeah,
You know.
that's
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
Sometimes they don't even need the music.
No, that's
I've
true.
seen that. I've seen it happen.
You can't keep the beat down, you know?
No, they're fantastic.
Yeah,
They
absolutely.
can dance to anything.
They
It's so
do.
much fun.
They do.
They do.
I saw them. They
gonna be
dance
fun.
to Hawaiian music at a party that they had at Tap Out not too
yeah,
long ago.
yeah, a couple weeks
They had
ago.
Mike Weber, the DJ, doing Hawaiian stuff. And
Yeah.
they're the Johnsons dancing luau.
Yeah, I didn't know Mike
At
could
that
play
luau.
steel guitar.
Yeah. Yeah, it was
Their
it was-
hula.
it was
You
fun.
know,
That
the
was
first
fun.
thing that they ever performed for BCP was a haka.
Oh,
Which
man.
Which
I
is
remember
Oh, that was
I-
amazing.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
That was a fantastic performance
right.
piece. That they had all the members of the family. That was at that point. It was all 8 of them
8.
on the
Oh,
stage.
that's correct.
Yeah.
Some have grown up and left home, and and some are temporarily not home. But even Bruce, even the dad, got up
Yeah.
and danced
What
the
have
haka.
I missed?
Oh, you missed a really amazing
Oh,
performance.
that was super. That was the first time I ever saw the Johnsons,
Yep.
and I was hooked.
Yeah.
I know.
Right from that day on,
Yeah.
I absolutely love the Johnsons.
Wasn't that the good old timey radio show Goes Tiki?
Goes Tiki.
Yeah.
Yep. We
So
had
it was-
a lot of fun in
It was
that
like
show.
a tiki bar party on stage.
Everybody got laid.
Yeah, those
We
things.
had
that,
lays.
you
We
know.
had lays for everyone as they came in the theater.
That's
It was fun. Tons of fun. Maybe we should reenact
We
that.
should
I
do
don't
that.
know.
You should
Maybe-
do that again because I missed it.
Yeah.
I want it again.
Okay.
All
Let's
right.
do it again.
This is a
Let's put that on the
reprise
docket.
just for Andrea.
Andrea.
It's very zen to say her name correctly. It's very-
Andrea.
Andrea.
That's right.
I like it.
Yeah.
It's cool. So yeah, let's do that. Maybe we'll do that maybe we'll do the haka at the event next Saturday. That'd be fun.
That would be fun.
They'll have to get some more Hocketeers, wouldn't
I
they?
know they have
I think they're
fewer
short.
of them in town at the moment, but
they're
yeah.
short.
Rocketeers?
those
Or-
those are robbers that like spit on you. That's,
oh, no.
No.
That's a terrible
sorry,
visual.
I couldn't.
Oh.
The minute you said it, it was just in my head. I'm sorry, everybody. I apologize.
Yeah, I thought it was they cry on you.
Well,
They come up with haka tears.
oh,
Yeah, okay.
I see.
We can move on. That's fine.
Wow.
That's fine. This is not a moment that we'll have difficulty recovering from at all.
Oh, no.
No, we can do this. Have you seen these wonderful headphones? Okay.
I
Yeah.
have.
Yeah.
I was wondering if they actually work.
Those are
It
just
looks
props.
I think they're
Yeah.
pretty.
It looks like they're not connected.
Yeah, I think they're.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
but they could be
They
Bluetooth.
could be Bluetooth.
Uh,
Yeah, I don't think so.
Well, anyway,
Well, they're
there they
brown.
are. They
They're
sit
not
in the middle
blue
of the
at all.
table here, a bowl full of headphones and Panamanian flags. So that's a good prop for any radio station, really.
There you go.
I think so. What was the other thing we were going to talk about? Because
You mentioned a little fun trivia before we got up
I
here.
did.
And
It was back to ears because Imagineers. It was back in my Disney days when I was doing. That's right.
casting and
We got into the studio
Voice
and we were
casting.
talking about making crowd noise
Yes.
because Andrea knows the one line, which is
peas and carrots, peas and carrots.
peas and carrots,
peas and carrots, peas and carrots.
peas and
So,
carrots, peas and carrots.
so
They
that's
come in a frozen bag, right?
Well, yeah.
yeah.
They
okay.
can.
But
yes.
if you were speaking that, see, if you were responsible for being the noise behind something, because a lot of things require crowd
Right,
sounds.
right, I get it.
Peas and carrots is
Peas and
repeated,
carrots.
and the other one is honey manoosh. So you get people,
Honey manoosh.
repeating these things,
Honeymoonish?
and it sounds a lot like a crowd. So that was the trivia is, what is that called? What is it called when you have to make the noise of a crowd for a recording? Yeah. So
It's called peas and carrots.
it's called walla.
Walla.
Oh, walla.
It's
Oh,
called
okay, so
walla.
Walla, walla, walla.
Exactly.
I'm so off.
Your line is say peas and carrots. Say peas and carrots.
Peas and carrots.
And say honey manoosh.
honey manoosh.
Okay, keep going.
Peas and carrots.
Honey manoosh.
Peas
Honey
and carrots.
manoosh.
Okay.
Peas and
Honey
carrots.
See,
Honey
now
and carrots.
that's
Peas and
how
carrots.
you fill in the sound when you
Right.
need to fill in some sound. Like, yeah, sometimes at Disney we'd have to have crowd scenes for, the audio for the
The
attractions.
tears.
Yes.
Yes, the tears. Yeah, the Hocketeers.
So we would get all.
The musketeers.
The three Hocketeers.
And Disney was very practical. We would often use Imagineers, fellow Imagineers that just
those
worked there,
warriors.
would come in
warriors.
and record some of these sounds so that we had background noises that sound like, the crowd is here.
You know, when
have
you
just an audio attraction.
Nice.
Okay.
That's
Most
the
of-
trivia.
That's the
Yeah,
trivia.
that's-
Yeah.
Daily trivia.
most of the time
reveal.
when you see when you're watching a movie and there's a scene in like a restaurant, they shoot that with no sound. Nobody makes any sound, and then they come in loop that walla later in the studio so they can get the levels just the way they like it. And control it.
Recorded differently, separately, I mean.
Yeah.
So that way they can control it, because you don't really want a crowd behind you, because you can't always replicate exactly what's said when you have to speak
Right.
the line
And they
again for
might
another
drown
take.
out the real actors.
Indeed.
Exactly.
Indubitably.
Exactly. Exactly. You got to watch out for that. So that's our little trivia.
It's so trivial.
I feel very trivial now, but
But
that's okay.
Many people, I think, had a burning desire to learn that. So I
Okay.
think we did fulfill the
So
service
that
today.
is
So if you're
voila.
burning out there, it's quenched.
There you go.
That's right.
You can quench with Walla at any time. So that's always a good thing. So yeah, we have these two guests and we haven't talked about them
Let's
yet.
find out a little bit about our guests.
Do you know how to
then.
do that? Can you get
Let's
information
start
out of
with
them?
Andrea.
Yeah, let's. Andrea.
Okay.
Andrea, you're a singist, a singer. Yeah.
Vocalist.
Vocalist. Oh, that's a good word. I like that. Vocalist. How did you get into that? I mean, I know we have talked before in the past, but this is a whole new audience, I hope.
Sure it is.
Yeah, it's the same two people out there that are always out there, right?
Well, as long as they stay listening, that's
I'm
okay.
sure our listeners would love to hear your story again, Andrea.
Yeah.
Andrea, how did
Vocalizing.
How did you come to performance? I'll say it that way, because vocalizing isn't the only thing you do.
Well, no, it's where do I start?
Yeah,
I've
at
been
the
singing
Start at the
since I
beginning.
was a kid. I mean, I used to perform with my mom playing guitar, and I'd make up when she did the instrumental part. I'd make up a little dance.
Oh,
I was
fun.
only like 5.
Do you remember your
I
very first time
remember
doing
my
that?
First time, yes.
What happened and where
we,
was it?
We were at an old folks' home, and I remember I used to, when I was a kid, I used to love grandparents, and I just thought they were all my grandparents.
Oh.
And so I
That's
just
awesome.
hammed it up all the time when I was that age.
Oh, that's
Um,
great.
So,
So
that,
you would
that
go
was
to.
my first. That was my first performance.
Okay.
Was it just you and your mom that would go to entertain the old people?
And my little sister Camille.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Yes,
Camille.
and she was probably only 3, and I made up this dance with her, and she was going to do it with me, and then we, when we did the performance, she hid behind me. So she didn't.
Oh,
she
wait,
didn't get-
people are
do that.
watching.
Oh, people are
They
watching. I
do
don't
that.
know. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah. So
Yeah, I get that. I understand that. It's one thing to have a great performance all worked out in your bedroom, and then suddenly
and
you're in
then
front of
suddenly
a
you're in
bunch of
front
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So she was a bit shy at that age.
And
I
how
wasn't
is-
at that age.
No, not at all.
How is she now? Because Camille sounds like somebody
Camille
who would
is-
upstage anyone.
She pretty much does, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
I love her. She's probably the closest in age to me,
Uh-huh.
and probably the closest emotionally as well.
Okay. How many siblings do you have?
I'm the oldest of 8.
Oh, hey.
Ah.
That's wow.
Well, that's why you're so
That's a wow.
practical and get things
Yeah.
done. I'm the youngest of 8, which is why I'm a brat.
Yeah.
by it very
Ah,
honestly.
I
You got
get it.
now.
Yeah.
That's new
See?
info. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's some intel.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Doesn't it? I know. If you know my personality, it's like, someone will do that for me.
Oh,
Because there was always an older brother or sister around that would do that for you. So,
yeah.
yeah, it's a terrible way
I
to
didn't
grow
have
up.
that.
No,
you
you did
were
not.
the older
I
brother or
was.
sister, yes.
Yeah.
Well,
You were
probably
like-
sister.
I was the replacement parent.
Yes,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
You were
Yeah.
the Andrea. Go, Andrea. Did they call you correctly?
Andrea.
Andrea, go. Take care of your little sister.
That's right.
Now take care of your brother. Now don't let them get in the street. Come on, it's all your fault. You have
Yep.
to do it all.
Yep.
Yep. Oh my
Okay.
gosh. What is the age span?
Oh, geez. I think I was, 24 when my youngest was born?
24 years between
Wow.
you? All the same parents?
Yeah, all the same parents.
24 years?
Question.
I
All
don't
the same
know,
parents.
because that happens, you know. They
Yeah,
remarry, they
that's-
get blended
Well, that's
families,
true,
you know, that
but
happens a
Yeah.
lot. But
That's a valid question, but 24 years.
24
that's a-
years
that's a
of
stretch.
childbearing, I feel very sorry for your mom. My mom did it, yeah, 17 years between me and my oldest sibling.
Yeah.
So I thought that was a lot, but 24? Yeah,
Yeah,
you
Mom-
were
Mom
grown
was
and
in-
out of the house.
She was 44, I think, when she had the last
Wow.
child.
yeah.
So,
Originally,
Yeah.
Gabrielle's
Yeah.
name was going to be Whoops,
Ah.
well,
but they changed it.
you know, I was thinking the last 5 kids were the whoops. Yeah.
Oops.
24 years, that's just scary.
Yeah.
So you have some pretty big gaps between a
Yes,
lot of you,
yes.
not just a
She
couple of
had
you.
They had the first 3, and we're about 5 years apart.
Hmm.
Not from each other. I mean,
Yeah.
the 3 of us.
Oh, uh-huh.
3
from
within 5
the-
years.
From me to the 3rd
Uh-huh.
is 5 years, and then there was a 6-year gap,
Oh my.
and then she had like almost every 2 to 3 years after that.
I think
Wow.
it sounds like pre-planning for babysitters.
Oh, there you
Does
go.
it?
Yeah.
Could be.
Doesn't it,
Yeah,
though?
Right?
We'll
Yeah.
have the
Yeah.
first family. Okay, now we
Yeah.
can have the big family.
Now that Andre
Right.
is leaving, we need another family.
Andre, do any of your other siblings perform? Are they musically inclined?
Actually, all of us are musically inclined.
Uh-huh.
Most of us, however, have very big stage fright.
Oh, really?
Oh, like Camille
And-
did at 3.
That's right. And after my performance at 5, I turned 6 and 7, and that's when I got the stage fright.
Mm,
Oh, wow, you
interesting.
developed it.
I did.
Oh, that's interesting.
And it wasn't until I was in my late 30s
Mhm.
that I decided, darn it, I gotta lick this
Right,
fear and
right.
get rid of it.
Oh, wow. You're
So,
Hey,
wait a
Yeah.
minute.
You're in your late
Yeah.
30s
Yeah.
now.
Yeah,
Right?
That's what
So,
I was just going to say.
Yeah.
Yeah, you.
I'm still waiting for her to get to her late 30s.
yeah, I'd say mid-30s tops.
Or your early 30s. I mean, yeah.
You're very youthful
add
looking.
20 years.
No, stop.
Huh?
No.
Yeah.
Oh, that's crazy. Well, you have some miracle fountain?
You
or-
know,
My mother, she is in her 70s and she looks 50s.
Yeah.
So.
Wow, that's very cool.
I think maybe you have a problem with math. I think
Oh,
maybe.
she mentioned that earlier to me.
Yeah.
I'm a little
Too.
slow on math now, but no, I was always in the top 99
Ah.
percentile in math.
Okay.
I
Hence
don't
being
know.
a computer programmer now.
I see.
Oh,
I
that's
see.
what you're doing
Yeah,
now?
yeah.
What?
Yes.
What?
Wow.
Wait, what?
Programming computers.
That's my daytime job.
I'm not even sure what that means. I mean, I hear people talk about programming and writing codes and things like that.
Love it.
To me, that's like,
Love
I
it?
don't
Love it.
understand what that even is.
When I was 13, I was homeschooled,
Uh-huh.
and I really liked computers. It was fascinating to me. So I had my little TI basic console,
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh.
and I'd had a cassette tape, and I would write a program in BASIC, save it off to cassette tape when I was done for the day,
Wow.
and then play it and load it back into the computer the next day
Uh-huh.
until I got a program done.
Wow.
But then
At 13?
at
No.
13,
Wow.
see,
Wow, that's pretty
Wow.
cool.
yeah.
My
And
first
so
computer was an Atari,
that was similar.
8K of RAM.
Yeah, mine had 128K.
Yeah,
Wow.
I had 8K of
Well,
RAM.
well-
I was around when DOS
Yeah,
was
because
invented.
he might be older than you. We don't know yet.
We don't know. It's very hard to tell.
It
Isn't
is very hard
Yeah,
to tell.
yeah, very hard
It
to
is.
tell.
I thought you were going to say your first computer was an abacus.
No, I
No,
never, I
you
never
were-
mastered that.
you were-
I didn't
I
master
tried.
that
You're
one
not that
either.
old.
I tried once. I bought one.
Yeah?
Yeah, never could get it to work. Right.
Yeah. I
And they're
no
really hard
idea.
to save the programs on those too.
They are.
Yeah.
Very
That's a
difficult.
tough-
If
no
you tilt
tape.
it
No
the
saving.
wrong way,
No,
bam.
It's all coming out of the head.
Wow. Okay, so then you got into singing because your family's musical, and then you got into stage fright which was cured by programming computers, and
Actually,
being
no.
30. And
Not
so then what happened?
Actually, it was cured by one of my bosses. He wanted to promote me to management, and I told him, I can't do presentations. I can't do it. I'm too scared to do that.
Okay.
So he said, well, we're going to take care of that. He got me talking at the local university.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
About our new program that we were coming up with.
Oh,
Uh-huh.
my.
Oh, that's right. Pick the right
Yeah.
topic, and everybody
And
can talk.
then
point.
I was okay. I didn't do great.
Yeah.
I was a basket case
Really?
Ah.
before.
Yeah.
I just broke down in tears. I'm like, I can't do this. I can't do this. It's not going to happen. My poor husband.
Oh, yeah.
And then I did it anyway, even though I was petrified.
Yeah.
And then I got into Toastmasters after that because
Oh, that's a
I
good
needed
one.
help.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
That's a
then-
great organization.
And then a year
Toastmasters is
later-
hard work, though.
It
They
is.
really
It is.
make you
It
work in
is.
that program.
And I went through the program. Also, in a year's time, my boss took me back to the university
Okay.
to do similar speech.
Mhm.
The program that we're working on had changed a bit, so I was able to talk about that. And he took me to lunch afterward, and he says, Andrea, wow,
Yeah.
night and day change.
Yeah.
Wow.
So I'm at that point I was just flying high,
Yeah.
total adrenaline rush. And I went home and I told my husband, I said, you know what? If I can lick this, I can sing in front of people too.
Ah.
So
Yeah.
computers
So
did
that's-
save you. That's
Yes.
amazing.
That's
That's
excellent.
amazing.
Yes.
That's a great story.
Yeah.
And so after that, did you start to find venues to sing, or were
Oh, first I went to karaoke.
Oh, okay. That's a good.
Yes.
that
I
didn't
did.
scare you away?
Oh, it did. It was
Oh.
totally scary. And I usually went at like 11 o'clock to midnight so that very few people would hear me.
Yes.
Because my voice was so tight from being so stressed
Right.
that I was completely sharp all the time.
Oh,
It
my.
was driving me mad.
Oh, my.
But I got to where I could settle down and actually perform with people and actually interact with them over the next year.
Okay.
Wow.
And then I got into a band after that. and
Okay. And
Been
then
in bands since.
and then the rest is
the
history.
rest is history.
Well, I can definitely say I've seen you, watched you, heard you sing on stage, and I see no trace of stage fright or doubt or fear or anything. You just get up there
Not
and
anymore. I
and
usually
kill
have
it.
a little bit of butterflies before I start singing,
mm-hmm.
and then my hands are a little bit shaky
Yeah.
the first 5 minutes, but I think that's the adrenaline.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's a rush.
So it is.
Well, listening to you sing is a treat.
Yes.
I will say, every time I have heard you, and you've got
Thank you.
a lot of styles, which I love because you really killed it in the blues last year. You got up there and just belted out some fantastic blues. And then you also sing some really amazing
high
stuff.
notes even.
And you get into classical. Were you classically trained? Did you? I didn't hear you mention
I started
training.
with classical, yes.
Uh-huh.
And I wasn't formally trained,
Okay.
except in like high school choir, church choir,
Oh,
that kind of
yeah,
thing.
that kind of counts.
That was
yeah.
pretty much it.
Yeah.
And that's where I started, is church.
So that was where
church
the
and
classical
high school.
Yeah.
was that the
and
classical,
classical.
influence?
That
It
was the classical.
was in the choir.
Right.
Nice.
Right.
I heard Elvis started in church, so you know,
Exactly.
it's a good way to get going on
That-
that.
And
That's
I
true.
love Elvis, by the way.
Okay.
Nice segue.
Well, he loves you. I saw him the other day. He was at Peru. People don't know he's relocated here.
I
Yeah.
got to sing with Elvis. Hi, Jeffrey. Jeffrey Elvis was my first band partner,
Oh, cool.
and I was his eye candy to his Elvis impersonation.
Oh man, that's too funny.
You know, every Elvis impersonator should have
Have eye
really
Eye
good
candy.
eye candy.
That's
Yes,
right.
that's great.
He's he's singing with a singer who's really good. She's doing a lot of Celine Dion
Okay.
stuff.
Which was very
And-
popular for Elvis. Yes.
Yeah, right. Elvis was popular with Celine Dion.
Well,
Yes,
there's that.
yes.
That's turnabout there.
Yes.
So this is interesting. So you knew by the time you came to Boquete, you were confident in being a singer and singing with bands. So how did you come to be in Boquete?
Well, I had a lot of medical issues, frankly, and I could not stay where it was cold anymore. It just made the pain so much worse.
Yeah. Oh, I imagine so.
And
yeah.
I had to get out of there. And every time I went to Hawaii, which was usually once a year
Uh-huh.
before COVID, and it was awesome. It was stress-free. It was, the climate was fabulous. I didn't have near the pain that I did.
Oh, that's
Wow.
awesome. Okay.
Yeah, and
So just from the weather, the
just
temperature.
from the weather,
And
yes.
Boquete
my-
is very much like Hawaii weather-wise.
And my husband went searching because I told him, I said, we've got to get out of here. I can't
Yeah.
deal with this
Yeah.
anymore. It's too much.
Okay.
And so
Where
he went
were you?
researching. We thought about Belize at first.
Right.
We couldn't afford Hawaii,
Yeah, yeah.
so that was out.
Right, right.
I don't know anybody can. that
Yeah.
can. That's
Yeah.
Even on a programmer's salary.
Yeah.
I mean, because we only had one salary. My
Yeah.
husband's disabled, so he went searching on the internet, and he was looking at all different places within this tropical
Zone.
zone.
yeah.
And Panama just kept coming up
Yeah.
as he was doing his research. So
Does the hot heat of like the rest of Panama or Belize, does that affect you also?
Yes.
Okay, so this is
too
like
much.
this is
Yeah.
the Goldilocks
This is the
zone.
Goldilocks zone.
Yeah, okay.
Yes.
All right, cool.
Oh, not too hot, not too cold.
That's right.
Not too
Just
wet, not too
right.
dry. Do you have
right.
trouble with the dampness in the air? Or
Not
when it
usually.
rains? Okay.
Not usually.
Okay.
If it's in the 60s, I do.
Uh-huh.
But as long as it stays in the 70s, I'm good.
Wow. So you're actually doing pretty good here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that's
And
excellent.
lucky for us, yay, we got you. I'm so happy.
Did you
so happy.
Did you know though when you came here there'd be so many opportunities for you to perform? and
I
sing?
had no idea.
So that was like
I had
icing on
no
the cake.
idea. Yeah. My husband, I had just gotten my 5-piece band together
Uh-huh.
before we were moving. And so I was constantly, I don't want to go. Yes, I want to go. I don't want to go. Yes, I want to go. Every time I'd be in so much pain, it's like, we got to get out of here.
Oh yeah.
But, I miss my music partner. Please come to Panama.
Yeah, come on down.
Come on, Steve.
Come on, Steve.
Room for one more.
That's right.
Yeah.
He's talking about coming down for a couple of months
Excellent.
this fall,
Okay.
winter.
Okay.
Okay.
So I'm excited.
Fall,
I
you
might
know.
have my duo back.
Hey, that'd be
Yay.
cool.
So yeah. I'm
Maybe
excited about
if
that.
his timing is just right, you guys could join the jam after the blues extravaganza.
Yeah,
Again.
I'm not.
Huh?
He's getting eye surgery. And he just got eye surgery, so
Okay.
we're waiting for that to
Okay.
recover,
that would
and
be
then he's
so
gonna make
great.
some plans.
All
so
right.
I'm excited. Yeah,
Excellent.
Wow.
but yeah, the medical thing, it's
It kind of runs your
it
life.
runs your life.
It
yeah.
does. Yeah, I totally understand that.
And so you have good things to say about medical care here in
Oh,
Panama?
Yes, it's wonderful. I couldn't believe it. We went in to Dr. Diaz,
Okay.
and she gave us each a full hour.
Wow.
Wow.
And in the States, even on an intake, it'd be
Ye-
like 15 minutes.
Yeah, you-
tops.
They give you the
Yeah.
bum's rush there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we were very excited with that, and she's helping my husband out with his back problems, trying
Okay.
to get him straightened out. We also have a physical therapist coming to the house twice a week.
Oh, excellent.
That
Excellent.
Great.
That is awesome.
And
I've
that's-
had terrible problems with plantar fasciitis in my feet.
Oh man, I'm having
And,
fascist planters too. That's
It's
getting to be a
not
drag.
fun. Yeah, and I can't. So it's
that once.
she's been getting me out of that, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, but I've actually been dancing sometimes.
Yeah, we have. I've got photographs of you dancing.
Yeah. Exactly.
Evidence.
That's right.
Yes.
You were out there stomping
So-
the bugs with the best of them.
I was.
That was great. Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely working.
Cool.
And Kirk's back's getting better too. So
Excellent.
we're hoping he can start tapering off the pain meds.
Oh, gosh.
Okay.
That'd be
So
so
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
So Boquete feels like home to you both for your health and comfort and
does.
for your performance, which is
Yes.
great.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thank you. And well,
Yeah,
we're very
love it.
thrilled to have you. Thrilled to have you.
And you can still
You
program
bring a lot.
things,
You
right?
do bring a lot.
Aw,
Thank you.
Yeah.
Now, unlike this guy.
Yeah, this
Okay,
guy.
Absolutely unlike.
How did
Well,
you get
actually,
You're
Yours-
pretty too. It's
you-
okay. You're pretty
Oh,
too.
thank you so much.
and I think you can sing.
Not
okay.
on your life. I am not a singer.
Yeah.
So,
If
so we'd
anybody-
be paying you to not sing then?
At the
Chances
karaoke.
are,
Oh,
at the
okay.
fundraiser, yeah,
Yeah.
chances are. I've thought about that, and I think there's maybe one song that I think I might possibly, maybe be able to sing karaoke.
Yay.
But there's only one.
Is it
Okay.
MacArthur Park?
No.
Oh,
No.
Oh,
darn.
man.
Oh,
Is it
that
a
would be
secret?
Turn the Page.
is it a secret?
Turn
the
the page.
REO Speedwagon.
No,
Oh.
that's that guy. I can
That
just
is
a
that guy.
second.
You're
Just a
absolutely
second.
right.
And he was like, he played that thing, and he got up, and he was like a singer, and it's a good song.
Oh,
Yeah.
that one.
That guy.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Am I right?
Yeah.
I knew
That's
it.
the guy.
I'm so good at this.
Yeah. See?
Yeah, I'd like to hear you do that.
I'm not sure you would.
Okay, I'll pay for you to stop doing that.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be good.
We'll see.
So how did you come to Boquete, and how
Yeah,
did
why are
you
you here?
get into theater? I think that's a good story.
Yeah, that's a story because I planned to retire outside of the U.S. for many years before I actually got old enough to retire.
Retire from?
I was a dealer in a casino in Las Vegas for 20 years
Wow.
before I retired, and 20 years before that, I was a dealer and a pit boss in Reno.
Wow.
So my whole career is in casinos.
Wow.
Obviously, not in music or dance or theater, but there was maybe a little bit of performance.
Yeah.
going
I'll
on.
bet. I'll
Yeah.
bet.
But, in any event, no, I have no experience with theater or music or any of that. But I was planning on leaving the U.S. upon retirement, and I did a lot of research before I left.
Okay.
I'd been to Thailand, I'd been to England, I'd been to Europe, I'd been to Ecuador, and in fact, I'd pretty much chosen Ecuador as my
I
destination.
wondered about that. I've heard a lot of people love Ecuador.
Ecuador is almost as good as Panama.
Really?
It's a very nice place. There's a lot of expat activity there.
Uh-huh.
I'd found a little coastal fishing village that was very, very basic
Okay.
that I liked
Uh-huh.
and had thought about moving there. And then I took a tour of Panama.
Okay.
Ah.
So that was in 2014. I visited Panama and went from Panama City up the way and stopped in those places that tours stop you in.
Uh-huh.
And when we got to Boquete, it was just awesome. You know,
Yeah.
it's just immediately awesome.
Yeah.
There was no question about it, and I pretty much changed my mind on the spot.
Right.
That Ecuador is nice, but Boquete is better.
Yeah.
Excellent.
So that's how I ended up in Boquete. How I ended up in the theater is a little bit longer story.
Oh, well, we've got
So-
time.
So I never was involved in theater before.
Right.
Not in high school, not in college, not along the way. But what happened was one day I was visiting a friend in Chicago, and we went and saw the Blue Man Group.
Oh, fun.
Okay, it
wow.
was the first time, and that was before it got to Vegas. And I thought, wow, if I knew how to produce a show, I would bring these guys to Las Vegas.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Right? I thought that would be an awesome thing to do. So when I moved to Boquete and I saw the BCP table at whatever the Tuesday market whatever was going on at the time, I signed the interest sheet that everybody should look at.
Yes.
Yes.
And I said, I want to be a producer. And so what happened was that it didn't take too long, but Gabrielle approached me and said, well, you're interested, but maybe you could do this instead. And this was doing stagecraft.
Mm-hmm.
So that's how I got started in theater and stagecraft, and it's just evolved.
Mhm.
I've learned some stuff, and I've read books, and I keep adding to my skills, and so now I don't want to be a producer anymore.
Now you have been a producer a couple of times.
Well, I've
Yeah.
done,
Yeah, you stepped
I've
in.
produced a couple of shows
Yeah.
for BCP.
You
Yes.
stepped in when nobody else was there,
When
and
nobody
you
else
made
was
sure
there,
that everything
right.
that had to get done got done.
And I did do that, and it was a challenge.
Yes.
Particularly those last minute little thingies.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
But
Which is almost everything
Yeah.
when you're
Yeah,
a
really.
producer like that.
And speaking of last minute little thingies, I want to put out a little shout out for people who might want to work on our stage.
Yay!
Because I am
That's a good
so
plan.
needing some people. All you have to do is have a little bit of muscles and be able to pick something up once in a while.
Sounds
After
simple
that-
enough.
After that, there's not too many requirements, except
Right.
of course that you're there.
Okay.
And you
But-
follow direction, and you know
Yeah.
where you place this
Right.
here at this
We-
time.
we-
Chris
have-
needs stage hands, everybody.
We'll have that all worked out ahead of time.
Yes.
At least I hope I do.
I hope
But I'm working on it diligently. But that would be good. Anyway, I kind of evolved into being a stagehand and working backstage with all the actors and all the props and all the situations that arise
Set changes. Uh-huh.
and all that stuff. And I found that that's pretty much something that I enjoyed doing and didn't require me to act or sing, and so I mean,
Right.
it was comfortable.
Yeah.
And much more comfortable than being on stage.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Okay, so that's that. So now I'm all I'm doing right now is just working my young butt off.
Very young.
Very young, very young. I'm a young guy.
Yeah.
Yes, you're younger than Andrea.
That's right.
Ay, caramba. Yes. Well, I'm young enough to still ride my Harley, so
There you
that's
go.
Oh, okay. That's
Yes.
okay. That's
That's
okay.
the
then.
most important criteria right there.
But anyway, I'm just I'm working really hard to get this current season with BCP on the stage and get everything so that it can be handled, that it's ready for, and the performers get what they need, the director gets what she needs, and all with as little hassle as possible.
There
Oh,
you go.
yeah.
Okay.
That
we like
sounds like
we
a-
like a little
That's
hassle.
my job.
Yeah.
I take care of everybody else.
Yeah.
Okay, that's
Yeah.
that's the way I see it. I've got to be in between the producer and the director, who are the managers of a show,
Right.
and other people, the actors and the stage crew,
Yeah.
and the house crew, and all those people who are not managers,
Uh huh.
and the grunts.
The grunts.
All the below the line talent.
Yeah, so that's the
Well,
way I
that's-
see my job.
Yeah, that's how a
what I'm
stage
thinking.
manager, anything that happens on the stage goes through you.
Yeah.
But you made a good point, and I want to kind of emphasize, because when we talk about, or we ask people to volunteer for the theater, the first thing a lot of people say is, "Oh, I can't act or sing or anything." We need way more people to do stagecraft, to be stagehands, to do behind the scenes,
Right.
than people on the stage. Although we still need people on the stage.
Yes.
Right. So we need people who do lighting, and we need people who do sound.
Mhm.
All that. You can't have a show
No.
without people like that.
Yeah.
But you also can't have a show without the people who take the tickets or
Mhm.
do the ushering
Right.
or clean up afterwards. The guy that's building the stage is absolutely fantastic. That would be Mike Hill.
Mike
Hey,
Hill,
Mike.
yay!
who built the stage for us last season, and it was just perfect.
Yeah.
It
Just
was,
right
yeah.
on.
It was.
And he's doing even more this season for special needs. And we all give a shout out to Mike for his fantastic effort. He puts a lot into it.
I think we
Yes.
should.
And he puts hours and hours.
Hours,
into
yes.
it. So,
Yeah.
I think we should change his name to Mike Hero.
all
right.
Oh, Mike Hero.
Mike
I like
Hero.
That.
Yeah,
That works good.
yeah.
There
also-
goes Mike Hero.
Oh, very good. Oh, that's going to be your tune for karaoke
Yeah,
next
maybe,
Saturday.
Yeah.
Oh, boy.
That
You know,
was
he's
pretty good.
he's also a world-class fisherman.
He is.
Yeah.
He is.
Yes, he
So-
is. isn't
And
Never forget that.
top-notch snake wrangler.
Snake wrangler, that's
Yeah,
right.
That's another thing I'm not.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have a
Fisherman.
lot of call for fishing or snake wrangling in the theater,
Right,
but
right.
you know that's
You never
because
know, though.
You never know. You should, and the theater's right by a river. You could
It
anything
could,
can
it could
happen.
happen at any time.
And we are building our audience, and we're looking for a more diverse audience. So
That's
there
true,
could
too.
be fish and snake. You never
Do
know.
snakes get
know.
a special price? Or?
Oh, yeah, they get in
I just-
under.
All I can say is that it doesn't matter where you're from or what you used to do.
Yeah,
There's a spot for you
Yeah.
in our theater.
absolutely.
Okay,
Well put.
we can find you a place to be. Serious.
Yes.
If you ever hammered a nail, if you ever painted something, if you ever,
Or if you didn't, you can learn those.
yeah.
And if you can do any kind of design, there's all kinds of design.
Oh,
that
we need
needs to be
designers.
done.
Set
design,
Set
yes. Art
light
design.
design.
Yeah.
You know.
Well,
all
I
that
gotta
kind of
say, I don't know if you've seen it yet. I think you have, but Mike Hill, Mike
Oh, that
Hero,
guy.
Mike
is
Hero.
doing an amazing set design for Little Shop of Horrors.
Yes, he's doing a
because that has to have a
fantastic job.
versatility
Yeah.
that he's
And the
putting that together.
puppeting and
Yes.
all
Yeah.
the puppets have to be built.
I think that
Yeah.
Little Shop is
all the
probably
sets.
our most ambitious project.
Technically,
I
yes.
think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's. But all our presentations this season are more complex than what you'd expect in community theater.
Yeah.
Yes, they
I mean,
are.
seriously, Tin Woman is going to come out, and it's going to be awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I've read the script. I've worked on the script, and I see what it can be,
Mm-hmm.
and it's going to be as entertaining as any other play that we've ever presented at BCP. I'm sure of it.
I think
Yeah.
you're right. Thank
I
you.
think that-
Yeah.
I think that's absolutely a guarantee.
We have some terrific cast on there
Ti-
too.
Tin
and
Woman
there's
is
nothing like
special.
having a good script like that one and bringing it to life with really good actors to
Right.
interpret it. That's just such a joy to me. That's
So just think,
fun.
if you sit in the audience and see a performance and it brings you to tears,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
okay, this can happen this season. I was in tears at times just reading the silly script.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Absolutely.
so-
Yeah.
a lot like Steel Magnolias that way, except for
Yeah.
not
Oh,
quite
yeah.
that far out. Maybe
Right,
not
right.
quite
Yeah.
that
Steel
many.
Magnolias, I compare that very closely with Tin Woman.
I think maybe I would say Steel Magnolias was a 2 Kleenex box,
Yeah.
2 boxes of Kleenex, and Tin Woman is maybe 1.
yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
But
They're-
it's very touching. There
yeah,
is
it is, and it's funny too.
Yes.
It's really a
lot
good
of humor.
production, and I'm looking forward to working on it and seeing it.
Yes.
So I think
So
it's worth to come
auditions
out.
Tuesday,
Auditions for
and
that are
rehearsals start
Tuesday,
next
right.
week. So that's
And
going to be
then we're
really,
gonna
really
do
fun.
that, and,
I got to say, though, speaking of tears, I've listened to Andrea and Mary and Ingrid sing in the rehearsals for
Little
Little
Shop.
Shop, and their voices are so amazing.
Yes.
That will cause a tear to happen.
And we
joy.
blend so well.
Oh, you
It's
guys,
so-
it's incredible. Yeah.
Well, Mary was on last week, and she was talking about the fun of being in there and having all of this vocal art and working with Michael Halpern, which was just,
I love him.
he is an
He- I know.
astonishing
We all love you,
musical
Michael.
director.
there's an amazing pool of talent in
Mm-hmm.
Boquete. The people who are doing the Motown Generation
Oh,
shows,
gosh.
Oh, there's
the
another
Johnson
one.
family, Rhonda Johnson and her very good friend Susie Brimmer are choreographing.
Choreographing.
That's it. Are doing the choreography on that, and both of those
That's
are
fabulous.
excellent, very experienced professional dancers.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
you can see this is reflected. The Johnson family is just a whole family of dancers.
Yeah.
And BPAC, that's the Boquete Performing Arts Conservatory that Rhonda had set up, is recruiting talent from the community. You're invited, but talent from the community ranging from age 3 to 80. And these people will be in our show.
And I think that also, you're going to have a ear-to-ear smile the entire time you're watching this show. And then you're going to go home singing every song or thinking about every song and performance.
Yeah.
Because,
You will.
yeah, it's just going to be wall-to-wall fun.
I don't know that there's a lot of tears that will
No.
come, but there's some touching moments.
Tears of joy.
in that
Yeah.
show too. There was
Yeah.
some very touching moments. And I don't know all about, I haven't read the entire script, I have to translate it still, for divorciadas, evangelicas y vegetarianas, but I know that that's got a lot of comedy, and I'm sure there's a lot of pathos in that as well. Not to forget the blues, which can make people cry too.
Yes.
Don't forget that.
Don't forget those
Love the
guys.
blues.
I also want to give a shout out to Chris Minori, because he's directing Little Shop of Horrors. This is his baby, and he was determined to bring excellent quality performance to Boquete with this show, which is his favorite. And he's making the puppets, and he's really,
He's having so much
he's
fun.
having a great time, and he's really invested in this thing. So that's why we need a Mike Hero and a Michael Halpern and some amazing vocalists and talent. Oh, it's going
He's
to be great.
also a vocalist for
Oh,
The
that's right.
Plant.
Yeah.
That's right.
He is.
Yes.
He is.
He's
So I
doing
think there's
great.
a lot of talent here.
There are.
Both in the
Yeah,
production
Mississippi.
side and in the acting, the performance side. And that all comes together very easily. And it's what makes BCP the premier English language theater group in Panama.
There you
Yeah.
go. Ta-da. You know, an article just came out in
Yeah, do Panama.
dopanama.com, and
Is that
was-
like Mountain Dew?
Kind of.
the other kind of do.
D.O.
But that was our good friend Rob Brown was
Wrote
the
the
writer
article.
on that for Austin Hess's publication, and he mentioned, how theater's coming along in Boquete. So that was kind of fun. We're in a big publication now, primarily targeted to people who are considering moving here. So if you find theater attractive, move here. This would be a good place to be if you want to participate.
Absolutely. And there's a couple of nice shots of our theater in that article
Cool.
that I took.
Patrick did. So this has been a very fast hour. I'm surprised that it's been an hour.
It always flies by.
Gotta remind everybody, come out to audition on Tuesday. Come to our incredible fundraiser on Saturday. We really are counting on everybody coming out for that, having fun with karaoke, having fun with the auction.
Win great prizes.
Yes,
And,
it's going to be great.
yeah.
Yes, and get ready for our season, because we're going to knock them dead this year.
Yeah.
Yay.
Thank you guys so much.
This is great.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you for having us.
Oh,
Chris
it's been
Jones, Andrea Lynn, thank you both. You're fabulous guests. And next time you can deal a round of cards.
Oh, yeah, I could do that.
That'd be
Or
fun. That'll
shoot
keep-
some dice, maybe?
Or shoot some dice. Oh my gosh, did you bring your roulette wheel? That would be.
No, I don't have a roulette
Okay.
wheel, but I do have a crap table.
Okay.
All right.
That's it.
All right. Thanks, everybody. We'll see you next week.
Have a great